Hey guys, Phobos here from HTTL, bringing you a quick guide to Udyr. Cosantosa mentioned it in the comments, and personally I think Udyr is the strongest level 1 champion in the game, so I'm more than interested to show you him. First we're going to look at his damage output with level 1 Tiger stance. As you see, my auto attack does 53 damage, whilst my Tiger form does the auto attack of 53 damage, plus a damage over time of 100 damage. This equals to 153 damage. In lane, to abuse Udyr's early game, every time your opponent goes to last hit, run up to them, auto attack them, Tiger stance, and auto attack them again. This will output around 200 damage. It's not rare to see people panic and use a health potion when they get chunked this hard. If they turn to fight you, you can run after hitting them in Tiger, as you've put a dot on them and you don't need to stand next to them anymore. Oh, and by the way, at the point the foe comes back stacking armor, perhaps picking up a tabby or a cloth armor, you've pretty much won your lane. Udyr does magic damage in Tiger form, yet so many people confuse it to be physical. If your tower is going to take the last hit on a minion, but you could still auto attack it, you should do so in turtle form. You'll still regain health and mana from hitting the minion. Even though you won't get the gold, you still abuse your sustain as Udyr. The worst thing I found on Udyr is that you are easily kited. As you will see in the clip behind, I get kited by a gangplank all the way through his blue buff. On Udyr, you shouldn't be afraid to trade with foes who have poor sustain. Even though neither of us die in this fight, Darius is forced to return to base, whilst I can easily sustain off minions under my tower. A big weakness to Udyr is that if you cannot damage your opponent in the early levels due to an early gank, your lane can become very difficult. Always remember that at level 6, every other champion than you and Karma will get ultimates, which means they will be stronger than you in a fight. The final tip is to not show your enemy what form you have started with. Just stay in your normal Udyr form until you first engage, and then pop Tiger form. They won't see the damage coming this way, and you should be able to chunk them pretty hard. A quick overview of the runes and masteries for Udyr. I take attack damage reds and quints to maximise my Tiger's damage output, army yellows and magic resistance blues. In your masteries, you want to take the 10% spell penetration as you're doing magic damage with Tiger form, and take some of the tankiness, including cooldown reduction and indomitable and tough skin, as I have mentioned in other videos.